important in reference to many things. In reference to the history of government and these satellite controllers and their psychosomatic games, like meaning they make up shit to call people suspicious, meaning like these government people would claim like, oh, they think they can get something on you. It's illegal to be spying on me, torturing me, physically assaulting me, claiming you were trying to get something on me. The first time you ever touched me was attempted murder, government man. All your activities of your people damaging my teeth, and they were burning my teeth right here where the two broken teeth are. And they burnt on this side and they damaged that tooth. Your activities of physically assaulting people, government man, to try to say you were trying to get something on them. That means you're trying to frame somebody. Trying to make up lies. Your government agents have to get prosecuted. And that other person in the satellite control room that was trying to claim they were trying to ruin a person's confidence. Who the hell are you to ruin somebody's confidence? Oh, you didn't get an education? You didn't study hard in school? You didn't work out to be a better athlete? But you thought you would torture and abuse people that did, right? You have to get prosecuted for your crimes. All your activities of physical assault, they're burning me right there. It's $100 trillion lawsuit right there. All these government people and their games, their families, they sit there. A lot of these people are illegal numbers. Illegal numbers of their people in politics. Illegal numbers of their government families are trying to steal my wealth, trying to steal my identity. Do you know that? Some of these people in these government offices are terrorist cells. They tried to turn the government that was supposed to protect people in this country and supposed to protect wealth and the fact that it's a first world country. These politicians tried to rag out the country. They tried to destroy the country. They tried to destroy people's wealth and people's accomplishments and people being in business and people making business deals. And these government people was trying to steal my identity and my family history. If you ask a politician who I am anywhere in this country and they say they don't know who I am, or if they call me the bad guy, those politicians can be arrested. If the CIA or the FBI or the NSA or drug enforcement agents or task force agents ever slander my character, they can be arrested. If they have shot at me or physically assaulted me or tried to steal my penis or tried to steal my blood or tried to steal my sperm or damaged my teeth, or if they stole any monies from me or any accounts, or if they were hiding or if they stole my financial portfolio, those people need to get arrested. Some of these people, their families, they spend a lot of their time spying on me. They've been burning me from satellites. I was trained in satellite technology when I was a little boy, because my parents were super rich back then too. And I'm the owner of the estates of my parents. I don't know who Mr. Lafferteeth is, but he's obviously somebody in the CIA, and he's violating British intelligence laws and international laws and the United Nations laws. I don't know who these people are trying to claim that they thought they were entitled to something. No. They thought they'd steal my blood and they'd fake their DNA, and then they'd try to claim that they were a relative of my mother or father or grandparents. They won't ever make it on the family tree of my mother and father. These government people think they're funny, trying to control people's lives so they can extort and physically assault them with satellites. That's attempted murder. All these government people thinking they're funny with their tricks is international crimes. This is a first world country. Political savagery is treason. and in reference to the illegal numbers of these people in politics and their families working in the CIA, the FBI, the NSA with their hidden agendas, is international treason. These political parties trying to steal my wealth, trying to steal my identity, holding me hostage, trying to make up lies and tricks as their way of trying to block me from my mother and father's mansions that they had kidnapped me from. These people can't even figure out a way of sending me my identification. My mother even delivered a driver's license to Indianapolis a long time ago, over 25 years ago. Well, even longer than that. At one of the times when these government people was holding me hostage. And guess what? The government man stole it. These government people, you got to think about it like this. These people have in large numbers of families of individuals that are in government that are criminals. And you know, most of these politicians, they breed with each other. Like one politician dates another politician's daughter, and then they have a child or something in government. And then they try to steal. They try to steal the way of life of freedom in America. That's bullshit. They team up with their political parties and they get so big in their government agencies that they torture and abuse other people saying that they're just in government. They thought if they just claimed that they were in government, they thought that was their get out of jail free card. No. There's lots of laws that govern government. Politicians are not gods. This country has regulations in reference to what types of people are allowed to be in government and what numbers of people. There is laws that protect this country, and if government politicians violate those laws, those politicians can be impeached. And they must be impeached. Satellite technology abuses was outlawed in the 60s. But these branches of government and these politicians have been illegally using it. And they have to get charged for their crimes. The activities of these government people trying to steal my identity. How many times have you ever heard of situations where identity thieves are right up on a person? Meaning they're like crowding the person, trying to steal the person's identity. You know, most of the time you hear about high-tech theft, like, you know, computer glitches or whatever in reference to bank accounts or people. You know, these people have been stalking me since I was a little boy, and these people were stalking my parents. It's international treason. It's violations of every law in the world. These government people do not have a legal right blocking me from my wealth. They're not going to be ever invited to my mother and father's mansions. They're not going to hang out with me and my friends. And there has to be background checks on all these satellite controllers. And there always has to be background checks on my friends. Like if I had a friend that I thought was cool, you got to check to see if somebody's trying to frame them sometimes. You know, or if somebody's trying to frame me, or they're trying to play entrapment games, or they're trying to play satellite torture interrogation games. All you government people making up your lies and then trying to frame somebody and acting like you're trying to communicate a person's name and then you're trying to make up other things. That's bullshit, government man. You're misrepresenting linguistics, you're misrepresenting facts, and it is treason. So in reference to these political parties or these political families that have been terrorizing me, and they possibly have been terrorizing other people, whoever these people are, it is criminal and it is treason. Open up the law books. The government attacking the citizens or attacking people of America? That's international treason. Politicians conspiring against the business industries in America? That's treason too. Politicians trying to steal my mother and father's mansions? Politicians trying to slander my character because I won't hang out with their kind of people. That's treason. I have a very special status, of course. So in reference to politicians or government people violating it, they have to get prosecuted. Or branches of government, such as satellite controllers. I got injured when I was a little boy when the government tried to murder me and my mother and father. And my parents had clean records. They never was involved in criminal bullshit. The government tried to slander my parents' character. And the government was charged for injuring me when I was a little boy. And a lot of the people that was involved was people from families of individuals in the FBI and the CIA and the NSA. And these people fabricated drugs on my parents when my parents had died. When my father had died from satellite, my mother had gotten shot, I had been shot. They tried to make up drug accusations. I've never done drugs in my entire life. My parents didn't do drugs either. So all the accusators and all their suspicious games of what they tried to say and what they did say to slander my parents' character, those people have to be prosecuted. That's B, the second alphabetic position of the alphabet. Those people have to get put in court for the slanderous things that they said about my parents and what they have said about me, these government people. You ever call me the bad guy, you're going to have to get prosecuted. People can get arrested for calling me the bad guy. People blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, those people need to get prosecuted. I'm the only one that's got legal right living there. And all of the mansions, I'm the owner of my mother and father's mansions forever. So in reference to these satellite controllers, they are terrorists. There might be a few satellite controllers that are aware of the situation, that are supposedly good people, but they wouldn't be in those branches of government most likely. But those people playing these games of torture and abuse, you know, hey, my father got murdered from satellite, my father didn't have a criminal record. These people said, oh, they thought my father was so attractive that they kept staring at him, is what they said when they stared at my father to death. That's treason. And these government people and their copycat crimes, these people try to say that they thought it was illegal to be attractive because they thought only politicians and government people, they thought they were the only ones that had a right of being attractive or being good looking. That is treason. That is communism. That is socialism. And that is a violation of illegal activities of conformity. And those politicians must get prosecuted for treason and criminal activities. I've had these scars on my face since I was a little boy. Hey, why don't all you politicians and government men look up the fucking information and then go into court? That CIA head director, man, always threatens me every day, and these FBI people, they threaten me every day. If they're staring at me, they're abusing me, and they're physically assaulting me, and they're threatening me every day, these government satellite controllers. Don't ever call me the bad guy. Better get that timeline right, government man. You better go into court. You better figure out the facts. Or you better just go into court and present your information. You're going to need all the evidence of every single kind, of every single accusation, of every single agent of your government agencies, even the ones that claim they were just trying to get something on me. There's been restraining orders against those people and their political families for several decades. And since I was born. And those government agencies need to get prosecuted in court.